All right, it is Rasslin, and folks, kind of a special day. We have interviewed all kinds of professional wrestlers, all kinds of professional wrestling personalities. The first time we've ever interviewed a queen. That's what you told me to call you, correct?
Absolutely.
A true queen. It is Charlotte Flair, WWE SmackDown Women's Champion. Correct? Is there anything else I need to say?
You got it all?
I got it all. A queen. Hello.
Wait, did you say 13 time?
I was going to get there. 13-time world champion Charlotte Flair.
Just kidding.
Current SmackDown Women's Champion. Getting ready to go into the main event of WrestleMania. One of the main events. But WrestleMania next weekend on Peacock. And she will be facing, of course, that rapscallion, Ronda Rousey. Hello, Charlotte.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm nervous. I didn't know what
Don't
to
be
do.
nervous.
I didn't know what to do for a queen.
Is that why there's flowers over there?
I did.
Oh.
I did bring flowers.
Well, you bow down. That's the first thing you do for a queen.
Well, I did bow down. I bowed down like 20 minutes before. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I was just feeling sad. Yeah. So the flowers, I thought that's what you bring a queen, but now they're over there, and you've already talked about them, so the bit's kind of ruined. All right. So Charlotte, how you doing? Good.
Good. Great.
Good. You'll be at SmackDown in Brooklyn tonight.
I will be.
But really, what we're talking about is WrestleMania. Charlotte, I have a question. There are many wrestlers in this world, but when the lights get brightest and there's 100,000 people in the stands, you have a history of stepping up in that circumstance, being a big game player more than anybody else. Why is that?
Ooh. I think I just do well with pressure.
Yeah?
I think being my dad's daughter has caused a lot of pressure. So when it's like all piled on at once, I don't know.
Does it feel different when you're in that moment? Like a big environment?
No, but I just always feel like I have something to prove, and I always go out there to have the best match, male or female, and I feel I thrive under pressure,
Okay.
I think. So
this particular, you've been in the main event of WrestleMania before. This particular match, Ronda Rousey came back. She won the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And after she won the Royal Rumble, she could choose to go after the Raw Women's title or this one. She chose you. Why?
Because she knows to make a name for herself in this business, she has to beat me. I'm the Mountain.
That's a pretty good nickname, the Mountain.
The Mountain.
You do the opportunity right now, right?
Yes.
Maybe the Mountain could be next.
I'll think about that.
I'm not in the wrestling business. I can't tell you what to do. I thought it sounded.
That's a good idea.
I thought it sounded good.
The Mountain.
The Mountain.
I can see that on a t-shirt.
Well, I think you would owe HBO money. Remember Game of Thrones? Did you watch Game
Actually,
of
I
Thrones?
can't call myself the Mountain
That's
because that
true.
could get really.
That would get weird.
No,
Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely
That's
not.
That's a terrible name.
No.
Whose idea was that? That's a
We're
terrible
gonna stick
idea.
with the opportunity.
The opportunity sounds
I
a
was
lot
like,
better.
wait.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
You said it. I didn't say it.
You don't make a queen turn red, okay?
I didn't. You said it. I didn't say it. That got rough. I'm sorry. So Ronda chose you because you're the opportunity, correct?
Yes.
There we go. It's the opportunity.
And she has something to prove.
Do you still have something to prove? You are a 13-time champion. But you wrestle like you still have something to prove. Why is that?
I don't know. It's that chip on my shoulder.
From being
And I think when I try to explain that as a good guy, it totally turns people off. But yeah.
I feel like good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy. You're always the same regardless. Is that not kind of accurate?
Yeah.
Like you're Charlotte.
Yeah.
That I just from the presentation. If I'm way off, it just seems like what I
That's
noticed.
a good answer.
Well, it was actually a question or a statement. I don't know. Who's interviewing who? You interviewing me? You came up with the Mountain, and now you're telling me that was a good answer. All right, that's fine. So 2 years ago, you guys had WrestleMania in the Performance Center.
Yep.
Because of circumstances.
Yes.
Last year, you had WrestleMania in Tampa, 25% capacity. This year, Mania is like back. This year, you're in Dallas, Texas, or Arlington, Texas. You're in Jerry World, 100,000 people right there. How does that feel? It's a week away. What's going on with you mentally for that?
I think for me, it's like my career has come full circle. WrestleMania 32, AT&T Stadium.
That's right.
The inaugural Raw Women's Champion, retired Divas Championship, and now back here main eventing with Ronda Rousey. It's pretty surreal. I'm like, wait, I've been here that long to do a looper around the stadium?
Well, it hasn't been that long, 5 years.
No, but for me, it's like at WrestleMania 32, I would have never imagined my career getting to here, and now it's like at 32, I was walking down the ramp thinking, oh my God, don't fall. Do I look this way? Do I look that way?
Right.
Do I woo? Do I not woo? Like, how do I do this? And now it's like, I'm the main event.
What a deep philosophical question you just asked. To woo or not to woo? How often do you have to ask yourself that in life?
A lot.
A lot?
Well, not in this, the last year. I've gotten the confidence now.
Have you gotten a better, your woo has matured in time?
Well, now I just don't woo.
That's true.
Actually, I did try to woo last week because we were in Charlotte, and it had been so long. It was like, oh, I was like, oh, even worse.
It was.
But I guess I'm a bad guy, so it's okay. Right?
I can't do a woo either. But I'm a 42-year-old man that's not
I was like, I should have
famous.
just left it at home.
Left the woo at home.
Left the woo at home.
Yeah, sometimes you can't. The woo doesn't travel at all times.
No.
Although your dad took the woo everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, probably still does. So 13 times you have climbed to the top of the profession. 13 times you have been world champ. Do you remember all 13 times you won the belt? Or do some of them run together? When you win that many, when you're that successful, like the 6th time, do you remember it, or is it all, do you remember milestones?
Oh, gosh.
I'm not sure why I'm doing that.
Raw 30, or excuse me. Let me see it. WrestleMania 32.
Sure.
Wait, we count the Diva. Okay. Divas Championship, Night of Champions, Nikki Bella.
I'm going to put my hands down.
WrestleMania 32. And then I dropped the title
2
to
of 13.
Sasha.
Uh-huh.
I beat her on,
Sure.
if I would, on SummerSlam,
3.
then Roadblock,
4.
and
You got
then
9 more. You got 9 more. I don't think you're gonna make it.
I won't. I don't think I beat Natty for the SmackDown,
All right, the one you're holding right now.
and then
Okay. Who'd you win that one from? Do you
this
remember?
one was a title swap.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, that got a little.
Little awkward. Little uh-oh. Uh-oh.
How are things?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's good. When did you officially become a queen? Was there an election held?
You know, I didn't come up with the queen. I can't take credit. The fans did. The audience did.
They just started calling you queen?
They did. Isn't that crazy? I didn't even have to name myself something.
When did you, so you just started hearing queen and you just started saying, okay, well, I'm a queen. So there kind of was an election if you think about it. It was like a popular vote, like a groundswell.
Exactly.
A grassroots campaign.
They demanded more of me.
I have said every single, careful, every single political phrase I know, and that is it. You mentioned WrestleMania 32, and that was kind of right in the middle of when you guys were changing professional wrestling, the women's revolution. I don't know that we really call it that anymore, because now it's just how life is. It's just you guys legitimately changed the wrestling business. Guys like me, I'm going to be honest, I've said it before on the show, I didn't really pay attention to women's matches back in 2004, 2005. It didn't. But you guys came along and it's like, now it's some of the best stuff on the show. And it changed it, and I have a 13-year-old daughter who is going to be tall and blonde, and she loves you. Anyway, doesn't matter. You guys changed the business. Do you ever stop and look back, or do you just keep going? Do you not reflect on it? Will you reflect on it later? That was a long question.
No, I know you're supposed to enjoy the ride.
Right.
But it's really hard to really sit down and reflect because it just feels like yesterday. But I'm like, oh my gosh, how did we go from NXT to takeovers to second main event of WrestleMania?
Yeah.
I don't it's not like we all get together and sit there and yeah, we really changed the game.
Don't just do some
I think
high fives
we're
every
just
now
all
and then.
so competitive by nature. Maybe one day when we all slow down.
So maybe SmackDown tonight, you just go up to somebody and high five them and say, hey, we changed the business, way to go. Of course, they might not be there. Then that would be pointless. You don't want to do that to like MVP because he's not a woman. We'll find somebody. We'll find somebody you can high five. We'll find somebody. We'll call him the Mountain. Do you get nervous
Yes,
at this point in your career? You still get nervous?
absolutely.
So do you think you'll be nervous going into Dallas?
I get more nervous sitting here having an interview with you than wrestling in front of 101,000 people.
I wouldn't worry about this interview. Charlotte, nobody's watching. The camera's not even on. This show sucks.
No, I still get nervous. I have the same nerves for every SmackDown, every live event. I'm like, how am I gonna have that like
Right.
that I hate you energy when I walk out the curtain and then just like my music hits and it's like, okay, I'm here. But yeah, I get nervous.
I hate you energy, good or bad?
No, like that, like I want the fans to hate me.
Oh, I see.
Like
I see.
that persona, that arrogance, that confidence. I'm like, am I gonna bring that tonight? Is it gonna be there?
Do you want me to hate you?
Absolutely.
You're the worst. Just, why don't you shut up once in a while?
I've been told that before.
Really? People don't talk to the Mountain like that, all right?
Exactly.
Last SmackDown, you choked out Ronda with a kendo stick and powerbombed her through the announce table. That seems excessive.
She deserved it.
For what? What'd she do?
Good point.
What felt better, the kendo stick or the powerbomb through the table?
Oh, the power bomb.
Really? I would imagine that's a feeling of power.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally in the name, power bomb.
She came out. I was in the middle of an interview. She didn't need to come out.
No.
She was trying to steal my spotlight.
That's crazy.
Why would you do that? Why would you interrupt anybody?
People don't have respect these days.
Exactly.
In 2022, we used to live in a proper society, you know?
Came out.
But now people just interrupt.
Interrupted me in my hometown?
Yeah.
Who does that?
It's crazy. Just people interrupt.
taught her.
Yeah, people just interrupt you all the time, you know? Could you talk again so I can interrupt you? That was the whole joke there. Because I feel like you're purposely not talking because you know I'm going to interrupt you because I'm an idiot. All right. I'm just got to make sure we're good on time. Okay, good. I got an Uber Eats coming with a bunch of donuts.
You have pretty handwriting.
I do have pretty handwriting. Thank you very much. I
Wow.
write very slowly. Doesn't that look like
It is.
Yeah, it's people don't think that about me, but I
do.
I write very slowly. Look, isn't that I like to do that. Isn't that the prettiest way to write, Charlotte?
Looks like you've written that before.
Well,
That name.
I used to live in Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
I completely made that up. I don't know why I said that. I just went backed into a corner of a lie. Carolina is great, though. I love North Carolina. Charlotte's a beautiful city. Beautiful city.
Go Panthers.
Got the Panthers. Got the Hornets. Hornets aren't bad.
Go Hornets, yep.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, team.
You have a motor speedway.
Team-wise.
So, question.
Answer.
You grew up in Charlotte?
Born and raised.
Born and raised. But, are you Southern?
Oh.
Carolina's the South, but you don't come across as Southern. Me,
Do you know everyone says that to me?
that you come across as
That
Southern?
I think.
No, I don't think you do I think you come across as like worldly, not Southern.
No, I think it's because I played so many sports growing up
Yeah.
with
Me too.
different kids all over the world. I don't know. I try to be Southern and polite.
Who
And,
says it like that?
No.
You play different sports with kids all over the world?
like I didn't grow up with just like I traveled a bunch.
Oh, I see. All right,
Sorry.
I thought
Sorry.
you were like some sort
No,
of
always traveling
Peace
teams.
Corps that you went around to places that didn't have sports and you brought them sports. Okay.
Sorry.
Let's see, where are we at? Do you do normal things? You're a queen. Like, do you like movies?
Oh my gosh, I'm so depressed that Yellowstone is over.
What?
You've never seen that show?
I'm aware of it, and you would think I've watched it, but I didn't think Yellowstone would be one of your favorite shows right now. Is it good?
Yes,
Yeah, I love Kevin Costner.
me too.
Kevin Costner's just so good.
Beth is the best character
Oh, I
ever.
love Beth. Yeah.
Wait, so you're
No,
just lying.
Again, I don't know why I did that. So Beth's a good character. I do.
Beth
wanna
is a
watch
good
it.
character. And I'm ready for season 6?
So I think they just had season 5.
Yep.
What I do is when a show gets to there and I haven't watched it, I just wait for
binge.
it to end,
Yeah.
and then I'll come back and catch it when it's over. I still haven't started The Sopranos, but I'm going to eventually. Other shows I'm going to start. What's your favorite movie? I like to let people know my guests.
Well, I have like 4.
Well, I'd like to know all 4. The 4 horsemen of movies.
Braveheart,
Pretty good movie.
Jurassic Park, Lion King.
Wait, do you realize movies were made outside of 1994, 95?
Sorry, there hasn't been that good
If the last one's
stuff.
Pulp Fiction, you only watched movies in 1994.
Meet Joe Black. The peanut butter scene is classic.
I'm just we'll edit this out. There are a million movies in the world, and Meet Joe Black.
Well, Men in Black is one too, but I didn't want to tell anybody that.
I feel like you're just talking. Like you're just
I'm
connecting
serious.
dots. Meet Joe Black, Men in Black. There are other movies.
Braveheart,
Yes.
Lion King,
Yes.
Jurassic Park.
Uh-huh.
I love Meet Joe Black.
That's Brad Pitt, right?
What?
Isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, Brad Pitt's in there. Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with Brad. I just like the movie. I don't know, something about it.
Meet Joe Black. I got it confused with Mighty Joe Young, which is.
Oh my gosh, Independence Day.
It's a good movie.
My Girl.
You know, oh my God.
My Girl.
Is that the hardest you've ever cried in a movie? He needs his glasses. Don't cry right now. It's okay.
I'm trying to think.
Okay, well, you don't have to go back through all
Was
of it.
a hard? Yeah, I did cry. No, Steel Magnolias. Oof. That's a
Have you
tearjerker.
seen a movie since the millennium? I feel like all your movies are.
Well, I mean, like I love all the Marvel movies.
The thing about Independence Day.
Oh, so good. Until the fat lady sings.
Yeah, I'm smoking the cigars. How? Okay, doesn't matter. At the end, when the alien ship is over their base,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And they blow up Randy Quaid says, "All right,
Flies
you
in.
alien," and he flies up in there, and it all blows up. It's right over the top of them, but it doesn't fall on them. How does that happen?
Well, because
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
How gravity exists?
No, but it like it.
Oh.
The fires what do you call it? Like turns it to dust before it lands. Don't ruin
No, you're right.
Independence Day for me.
I'm sorry. 5 minutes. Okay, I got a 5-minute warning. That's why I have producers. He told me to give 5 minutes. He's terrible. Don't, please don't.
5 minutes.
Do you know that I'm married to a Spanish professor?
Really?
And I've been married to her for 16 years, and I don't know a word of Spanish. I know queso. That's it.
Oh my!
If you're going to make a cheese run, holler at me. Are you fluent in Spanish?
No.
Okay. Well, if you
I will be one day.
decide to date a Hispanic guy, you're going to need that. Let's see. Women's Revolution changed wrestling. Do you get nervous at Mania? All right, so here we go. WrestleMania coming up next week on Peacock. April 2nd, April 3rd. You are night 1, I believe, right? It's already locked in that you're night 1. You've been in the main event before. What's the mindset going into this particular WrestleMania?
Follow that night too.
Follow that night 2. You don't know what you're doing night 2 with your Roman and your Lesnar and your
Follow that.
and your Seth probably hanging out somewhere backstage. What else is on night 2? And your Raw Tag Team title match. I'm just plugging the show.
It's really good.
They're giving me free tickets. You don't know any matches other than your own?
Yep.
Name-
I'm that focused.
Name 3 matches at this year's WrestleMania. All right, there's Brock and Roman.
The women's tag team match.
That's right. It's going to be awesome.
Naomi,
Yeah,
Sasha,
Correct. Rhea Ripley.
Zelina, Carmella, Rhea Ripley, Liv, Shayna, and Natty.
Can I tell you one brief personal story before you go?
Absolutely.
The first time I did take my daughter up, and she comes up a lot when I have, the first time I took my daughter was at MSG last year, first show she ever went to, and she loves it. She loves it. She loves it. The first 2 wrestlers, it was right before SmackDown taping. What do you? What?
Rhea and I.
You and Rhea, yeah.
Yes!
You and Rhea. And Rhea was the first, but you were the second, and you came out and you like stood. We had good seats. And you stood and you looked right at her, and you didn't say anything because you were, in your persona. But it was awesome.
Did I give her a wink though? I do that a
well,
lot.
I have a picture of her looking over, or me looking over her shoulder, and you're looking at her. It's awesome. So
Oh,
thank
that's
you
so-
for that moment.
Of course.
Thank you for that moment. Do you ever put the belt down?
What?
Do you ever put the belt down?
I can't. My shirt's wrinkled.
That's the most honest answer I've ever heard.
I'm being honest.
So I can't hold the belt?
No.
All right. Did you enjoy this interview?
I did.
Good.
It was
Good.
great.
Good.
I even
Good.
got flowers today.
Can I tell you the truth about the flowers?
They weren't for me.
I stole them off somebody's desk.
Oh, that is. Well, there is a card.
No, there. Okay, here. If you just want to read the card, it really is from me to you. You are a queen. So there you go. There you go. Thank you for being you. You're amazing. Love, Stu. Do you know who Stu is?
But
Do you know?
just put the flowers down.
This is Charlotte Flair, 13-time world champion. The opportunity, possibly the mountain, but probably not. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Okay, definitely not.
Definitely
Even though
not.
She came up with it.
I wasn't thinking. It's really early.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning. You're right. It's early.
I started at like 5 this morning.
Did you? You've been doing media?
Well,
Are all the other people in New York boring except for me? Can you say?
this is great. I'll come back again.
Will you? Mm-hmm. Thanks. Will you bring that? You might not have it.
I know. This is the longest I've held on to it for a while.
All right. Charlotte Flair is awesome. WrestleMania next week, April 2nd, April 3rd. I'll be there. We'll be doing some wrestling stuff on Peacock and elsewhere in the world on the WWE Network. Charlotte Flair, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.
Oh, that's nice. That's wrestling.